This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, you know the routine. This week takes me to a couple thrift stores, La Familia pawn shop. I have my normal 3D pick for the week as well as my classic pick, being Valentine's Day and Black History Month, trying to play into that theme a little bit. But before I get into what I picked up at the thrift store, pawn shop, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these wild, weird, crazy individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming, live in the theater with my family, or actual physical media. But before I even get into that, I just want to give a few moments to shout out what I consider a great cinema action hero. He just passed, Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers was born January 14th, 1948, and unfortunately just passed this past February 4th, 2024. Carl Weathers was an American actor, director, gridiron football player. He played college and professional football as well as play, I think, a year or two in the Canadian League. He's probably best known for his recurring role as Apollo Creed in the first four Rocky films from 76 to 85. You might know him as Colonel Al Dillon in the movie Predator. He also had a role as Combat Carl in the Toy Story franchise. He also had a recurring role as a fictionalized character of himself in one of my favorite shows, Arrested Development, from 2004 to 2013. My favorite way to remember him is Action Jackson in his movie Action Jackson with Vanity. So to all of his family, friends, fans like myself, may he rest in peace. Now, to the movies I watched this week, I'm going to kick it off with a horror mystery science fiction thriller. This is a 2001 Mimic 2. This was directed by John de Zagonzak. Excuse me, try again. John de Zagonzak. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Starring Alexis Hormozzi, Bruno Campos, Will Estes, Gavin E. Lucas, Edward Albert. And this somewhat starts off a little bit where the first one left off a little bit. This is a teacher who specializes in insects and finds out that the Judas virus, which is really which created the virus or created these monsters, is still alive and kicking, and that's where the movie starts. For a sequel, I think it went straight to DVD or straight to VHS. Not a bad sequel. Pretty decent movie. Suspense thriller. No really big names in it though, but still very good movie. If you like science fiction thriller, you definitely like Mimic 2. It's on actually have a 3-set all Mimic movies. The 2 and 3 are on the same disc. So I just went ahead and watched Mimic 3. Mimic 3 came out in 2003, directed and written by J.T. Petty. This one stars Lance Henriksen, Carl Gary, Alexis Dezina, Keith Robinson, and Tudor Philemon. And this one almost takes on a little bit of Alfred Hitchcock Rear Window kind of vibe, because the majority of the scenes are from one of the survivors of the virus, which required the Judas bug to be created. He's kind of a bubble boy. He survived the sickness, but he has to be pretty much limited to his room where it's all pretty much sanitized, and he's noticing that these events are happening. So very cool third installment to the movie. Not a fantastic movie though, but decent low budget horror. So if you like that, you'll definitely like Mimic 3. My next movie This is a 2006 horror mystery thriller, Wicker Man. I believe this is a remake. I believe there's one. Well, I know there's one before that. I'm not sure if it's the same storyline or not. This one stars Nicolas Cage, Ellen Burstyn, Kate Behan, Francis Conroy, Molly Parker, and this is directed and written by Neil LaBute. And this has a real Midsommar feel. Essentially, Nicolas Cage is a sheriff who is contacted by an ex-fiance about a missing child. He goes to this island, which is basically inhabited by mostly women who run it. If you've seen the movie Midsommar, I believe Midsommar probably got a lot of his cues from Wicker Man. I'm just guessing though, but very cool, kind of creepy. I don't want to call it horror, but it is horror, thriller movie. If you like that kind of Midsommar type of movie, you'll definitely like Wicker Man. My next movie I actually watched because of the movie I'm going to mention after this. This is Hot Potato. This is directed and written by Oscar Williams, starring Jim Kelly, George Mamali, Jeffrey Benny, Irene Sue, and Sam Hiona. Jim Kelly is a martial artist who tries to rescue this ambassador's daughter in Thailand. And it's a little bit slapstick comedy, though. Jim Kelly is just the coolest martial artist. Just watching him, he has a huge kind of Bruce Lee influence, though, but he'll put his own kind of little flavor, his own little stank on it, though. So very cool, witty type of martial arts picture. If you like Jim Kelly, you'll definitely like Hot Potato. And my last movie, actually, the reason I started watching this, I'm looking at Netflix and I saw Black Belt Jones and realized I actually have the DVD, so I put in the DVD. This is a 1974 action comedy martial arts movie. This was written and was this written and written? This was written and written by Oscar Williams. I'm sorry, yeah, both of them. So Hot Potato and Black Belt Jones was written and directed. I'm sorry, Black Belt Jones was written by Oscar Williams, but it was directed by Robert Klaus. Starring Jim Kelly, Gloria Hendry, Scatman Crothers, Eric Laneville, and Alan Weeks. I'm trying to think where to start with this. First of all, Jim Kelly is a secret agent, and he's coming out of semi-retirement to essentially teach inner city kids about martial arts. What's cool about this movie is Gloria Hendry. She is the bomb in this. I didn't realize who she was till I actually looked her up. She's been in a lot of black exploitation pictures. You might know her as one of the Bond girls in Live and Let Die. Great female action picture, great female action heroine. I think she probably should have had her own movies very similar to Pam Grier. Also has some cameo appearances. They didn't have they weren't credited for the roles, but Marla Gibbs and Ted Lange. If you know who Marla Gibbs is, she was the maid on the Jeffersons. If you know who Ted Lange is, he was the bartender on the Love Boat. And Marla Gibbs was kind of fine back in the day. I had to throw that in, though. But very fun, very cool action comedy martial arts. If you like that black exploitation with a side of martial arts and you like Jim Kelly, you can't help but to like Black Belt Jones. Now, without further ado, without me tripping over my words, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. And you sit and chill here like Shocky is right now.
We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my thrift shop pickups here. Have a little something from Cash America. Have some Valentine's Day Black History goodness. My 3D pickup for the week. Let me get these scanned in, and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. All right, let's just jump into what I picked up at Salvation Army at the thrift store. First of all, at the first Goodwill, nothing. They didn't have jack. At La Familia, nada películas a La Familia. But did get something at Salvation Army. Have a little something from Cash America, as well as eBay, Amazon, 3D. You know the deal. I'm gonna start out with an old classic, Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin, All of Me. This is kind of a phase, I think in the 80s, 90s, movies where ghosts are possessing live people. You have Ghost, All of Me. I think Chris Rock had Down to You. I think Robert Downey Jr. had a movie like that. So this is kind of a trend back then. All of Me. You got the double-sided disc. I think this is the full screen and the widescreen. For all you don't know what full screen is like pan and scan. Back before we had widescreen TVs, everything was pretty much like in a square. So this is All of Me. Next one, Gone Baby Gone, not to be mistaken with Gone Girl. Gone Girl's probably one of the twisted movies I've ever seen. That made Fatal Attraction look like Mary Poppins. But this is Gone Baby Gone. This has Morgan Freeman, Casey Affleck's Ben Affleck's little brother. Forgot old boy's name. Ed Harris. This is from the producers of Mystic. From the author of Mystic River. I always like, who does these? Miramax. Their back covers remind me of a Disney back art. Gone Baby Gone. Next, did a little double dipping. I don't normally double dip because I'm trying to ball on a budget though, but when I find something unique at a decent price, I can't pass it up. This is Allegiant? I think this might be Divergent. Let me see. Which one is this? This is Insurgent. I have the 3D version of this. You got the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the bonus disc. Insurgent, again, this is in 3D. And this is, I think, Divergent. I thought these were kind of clever. You have the Blu-ray feature film. I didn't have the DVD. No big deal because I had the DVD. Then they have the bonus disc. Nice pictures. So all of this from Salvation Army was a whopping $5.96. Yes, I'm still balling. This I picked up at Salvation Army. Next was something from Cash America. Add to my Disney collection. I did not have Bambi, at least not on Blu-ray. So I have Bambi, the Blu-ray and the DVD. Of course, this is Disney. Then again, I have the 3D version of this. But for the price, I couldn't pass up on the 4K Thor Ragnarok. This, of course, is Marvel Disney. For these two babies, let's see. Whopping $2.15 for these two, a Disney Blu-ray and a 4K. You can't beat that. Come on now. I'm balling. Next, because again, it's Valentine's Day, and I'm going to try to be as universal as possible. Cherry 2000, Melanie Griffith. Don't even know who this guy is. This is kind of, well, if you know the story, the guy fell in love with basically a robot. Melanie Griffith is interesting in this. She sounds like she's drunk half the time. I don't know, just the way she talks. She just kind of has this really kind of weird way of talking. So, but Cherry 2000, Kino Lorber, it's a classic. I think this is out of print also, so I got this at a fantastic price. Cherry 2000. For my 3D pick of the week, we got the Japanese import Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. And Japanese import. Never get the 3D stuff to work because I guess it's Japanese, I guess. You have the 4K version. You got Jonathan Majors, who unfortunately you'll probably never see as Kang again. Well, no, probably you're not going to see him as Kang again. The 3D version, which looks dope. Then you have the regular Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray, the 3D, and the 4K. Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. And because, again, it's Black History Month, it's Valentine's Day, this is just a logical choice. Love Jones. I haven't seen this in such a long time. This is Lorenz Tate and Mia? Nia Long. I can't believe I said Mia. Nia Long. So this is... got the artwork. Criterion Collection. You have the book. I just saw a picture of Nia Long recently. I think she's 60. Still looks fly. Still looking fly. Is this one page or two? Okay. I like these pictures. Nice picture. Love Jones. So this is my thrift store pickup. 4K Blu-ray, 3D, Disney, Kino Lorber, Criterion Collection. Just a nice plethora. Yeah, that's the word for today. Plethora of movies. Not a huge pickup, but you know my saying, it's not always the quantity, but the quality. Got some nice stuff here. So give me a minute. Let me separate the disc from the artwork. Some of these might actually hit the shelf and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Cherry 2000, L is in Love Jones, Z is in Zulu Dawn. Let's knock this out, finish this up. These are the only two that I couldn't scan in because no barcode, but no big deal because I already have these two anyways. But let's finish this up. have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place as usual. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. You made it this far. Ring the bell, smash the like, give me that big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, what's wrong with you? Subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.